Okay, I don't know whether everybody can hear me. I'll have to check this. I'm terrible at making videos. I only have a crappy little camera here. But anyway, this is the Hyve synthesizer. So when you think of a synthesizer, you think of a great big huge box full of a million knobs and buttons and switches and lights and cables. Well, this is not that. Of the 5 basic components that make up a synthesizer, this only has one. It has an oscillator, which is a very simple square wave tone generator that is put through some extra circuitry that makes it do something rather unique. The other unique feature of this is the keyboard, which is not actually a keyboard like you think of a keyboard. It's a circuit board. And as you touch parts of the circuit board, you make contact to make it make different sounds. So here we go. This is the main sound of it. So you can hear all the notes of the scale, and it only has a 1-octave range. Now that simple sound goes through a device called a binary counter. Now normally this would send signals out to create the numbers 0 through 9 in binary, which then of course could be put onto a digital display so you could actually see them. What they do here is they connect the binary outputs into the amplifier circuit of this. What that does is it divides down each note to a different octave. So you get this. So what you're hearing is the main input to the counter, then 1, 2, 4, and 8, the divisions. So you've got this unique keyboard that's split up into five parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's also split again to make left and right stereo channels, and I don't know that this camera will pick that up. If you roll your finger to the left, it comes out the left side. You roll your finger to the right, it comes out the right side. But again, this camera probably isn't picking that up. The neat thing about this is it is completely what's called paraphonic. And what that means is, unlike a monophonic instrument that can only play one note at a time, this can play multiple notes at a time, allowing you to create chords. Now, I've got very fat fingers. These keys are very close together. It's very easy to roll your finger into another adjacent key and make a bum note. Well, but the next part of it, the unique part, is the actual top part of the keyboard, which is why they call it the Hyve, because it looks like cells in a honeycomb. Now each of those cells is a note, and if you roll your finger around them, you can make different chords. You got to roll your finger just right, and you'll get a major chord or a minor chord, or I don't know, the other one's diminished. I don't know them all. I'm not a great musician. But you get some really neat things out of this. Anyway, there's a little. Oh, sorry. One more thing. There's a little pads at the bottom of each key, and they work as a rudimentary pitch bender. Now, on a normal synthesizer, you have a control that you can slide up and down that will roll the notes, the pitches up and down. You maybe have seen that on a synthesizer or a portable keyboard or something. On this, it just makes the sound go slightly lower. So it's very rudimentary, and I don't see any real point to it. But anyway, there's a basic look at the Hyve synthesizer. It's really cool. This Scott Wiedmann has done an amazing job at making this. And if you're interested in electronics, electronic music, experimental devices, you can pick these up for around $60 to $70. You can get one pre-made. You can get one like I did, get the circuit board, and then you buy the parts. It's fairly easy to build, even though it was a lot of surface mount components. But anyway, so long.